So hi there, I'm Wade T. Lightheart from the Prosperity and Health Alliance Business with a Heart, and today we're going to share with you the Enagic compensation program. Really, it's transformed what's possible in the business arena and in this marketplace. There's really nothing out there, and I want to share with you, if you're coming to this for the first time, so I can break this down for you to show you why I feel that this is probably the most comprehensive and one of the best opportunities that there are out there in the home-based business or in the multi-level marketing, or what we call it, human-based marketing. And it's different from what you might see out there. Of course, a lot of people, have done binary systems and that sort of thing, and there's some problems with those programs. The program there's a reason why a lot of companies say, hey, we'll pay you on to an infinity. It's because they know that they're not going to make that money, or you got to get these balanced legs. We don't have any of that. Also, with a lot of MLM programs, you need to have stock and inventory and all these type of things. With our business, you don't need any of that. You get none of the baggage that's associated with all the old systems of multi-level marketing, that you get all the benefits of a network marketing benefit as well. So how does that work? What is he talking about? Well, basically, here's how it works. Before we go into it, let's talk about business, because there's a lot of people that come to this sort of thing with a preset idea of what MLM is. Just to give you an idea, the NFL is a business that is worth, the whole industry is about $9 billion a year. The home-based business in network marketing is now worth $190 billion and growing, so it's over 20 times bigger than the NFL. And the reason is, it's probably the most ethical way to compensate people in the world today of business. It also takes someone that doesn't have any skills at all, any abilities, any business skills, and by simply sharing the value of a product or service that makes a difference in your lives, that you can take advantage of it. And in our business, we're dealing with water. It's the #1 commodity in the world. But let's talk about regular distribution models. And people go, well, with those MLM or network marketing businesses, you pay high prices for things and that goes into the compensation program. Well, that's not actually true, because if you look at, let's look at the water industry. So the bottled water industry is somewhere to 100 to 1. That is what it takes. So for every dollar they spend, they sell it for $100. So your dollar bottle of water actually costs about 1 cent. Think about that, right? If you are in the, electronics industry, okay, you're at like 40 to 1. Okay, so a lot of us have like an Apple iPhone. I have one of those, right? They produce the phone for $40 or $20 or whatever, and they sell it for 800. Or excuse me, that's 20. It's about a 20 to 1. So 40 to 1, sometimes as low as 20 to 1 in the electronics business. Okay, that's electronics. This is like bottled water or soda, those sort of thing. Okay. Then if you look at, DVDs and CDs, I used to make those. Those would be like about 32 to 1, right? So you spend $1, that sort of stuff, 50 cents, and they sell it, for $20 or $30, that sort of thing. This is like discs and CDs and DVDs, which, by the way, is going the way of the dodo bird. I mean, these are going to be completely obsolete. Most people don't even use them anymore. Okay. Now, if you look at, I'm in the nutritional industry, they're going to run anywhere from 20 to 1 down to 5 to 1. This is the range of products. Really, the things that you'll find in Shoppers Drug Mart, the vitamins and minerals, they're going to be 20 to 1. They don't spend that much money. They're very low quality. And if you're in a high quality nutritional product like the kind that most of the top companies make, it's about 5 to 1. Okay, so that's the ratio inside, nutrition industry. Now, here's something that's crazy. Okay, our business model works on a 4 to 1. 4 to 1. So 4 to 1 cost, that's what the cost is, and 4 to 1 is they pay out. So in other words, if we sell a product for $5,000, okay, the actual cost of that product is only 1/4 of that. So it's only about, $1,000. Let me show you how that works on a big screen here. I'm going to draw a circle. So here is the Enagic pie. And some people are like, oh, well, that's too much money. Well, you want to know what's too much money? Let me show you this. 1,900 to 1. You know what industry that is? Big pharma. So we are in the preventative care business. We are into helping people, be healthy and stay healthy from, getting hydrated. And chronic dehydration is a big problem. Big pharma, 1900 to 1. Tony Robbins does a presentation on health, and he took the top 100 companies on what they're treating, the symptoms they're treating for medicine. And you know what? It's the same symptoms as dehydration. So dehydration is a big deal. Water is a big deal. It's the #1 commodity in the world. It's growing. There's over 7 billion people on the planet, and getting clean, healthy water is a very important process, not to mention the environmental benefits. We'll talk about that in a minute. So if you're looking at our business model, if you take, so 25% of the money goes to the cost of manufacturing and producing the machine. That's manufacture, and that's production, okay, of our Enagic machines. And just so you know, okay, so just so you know, we run our machines from anywhere from $1,500 for our travel model, all the way up to $6,000 for our commercial unit. So some of the big commercial units, big hotels, restaurants and stuff, they're using the commercial unit. For most people are purchasing machines between $4,000 and $5,000. Okay, so yeah, there's two main machines: the SD501, that's that one, and then there's the K8, which is $5,000. Okay, so that's the two main machines. For this purpose, for mathematical purposes, we're going to just use the K8. That's the newest one, digital one. It's the best ionizer on the market. It's $5,000. Now the company has set up points of sales and distribution around the planet. That costs them 3% of the operational costs. So in total, with the manufacturing of the machine, the distribution warehouses, so we've got place all over the world, in Europe and in Asia and in all around North America. We're opening up centers all over the world. That's what it costs for the distribution and service centers. So, centers. So you get that idea. So that's what it turns into that. The cost, by the way, we're an original equipment manufacturer, and what that means is that we put together, assemble our own parts, our own stuff in our own factory, and we make a medical grade ionizer. And what that means is, you want to look for this. If you're buying an ionizer, you want an ISO 13485. Basically, that is the international standards organization that regulates the manufacturing of product. This is the highest grade, medical grade certification that you can possibly get. There's no other ionizer out there that has it. We also have one, an ISO ranking for cleanliness of the facility and also for an environmental factor at the highest levels. Our technology is also recognized by the World Water Quality Association. This is the oldest and most prestigious organization in the world that's given us the gold standard in water technology. So we've met the highest standards of water, we make the highest standards of ISO. We're an original, so we're an OEM, an original equipment manufacturer. And here's the cost. So the cost is 25%. There is some profit put in there for our president and stuff like that. That's where he makes his money, 3%. And guess what? The rest of the 72% goes to the distributors. And people are like, well, wait, they're paying, I pay my $5,000, 72% is going to the distributors. Yeah, but did you complain on your cell phone, your $40 cell phone that they sold for $800? Did you complain last time you went to a bottled water? People say, well, it's so expensive. You know what's expensive? 100 to 1, that's expensive. Or what about this? What about the pills everybody's on? 72% of the population is on prescription meds that, according to the Surgeon General, he says that lifestyle-related illness is the #1 cause of death. Lifestyle-related illness. And the #1 issue with healthy lifestyles is chronic dehydration. So people are drinking sodas and pop and booze and sports drinks and chemicals. And now we know, if you've seen the demonstration, if you haven't seen the demonstration, watch the demonstration. We know that those things don't work. Okay, so let's get on to it. So what happens is, what our company has done that's relatively unique is we've created a patented compensation program. No other company can do this, and it's in what we call an 8-point program. And this is revolutionary. This is something that is transformative in the industry. As I said, we've got all of the benefits of a traditional network marketing business with none of the baggage. And that's what really sets this apart. So let's get at this and have a look here and see what we can do. I'm just going to grab drop my eraser. Let's get into it and how this works. So what separates Enagic from everyone else? Not only do we make the world's best ionizer, okay, but we also, as an original equipment, we also have a patented compensation program. And this program really is extraordinary. Let me show you how it works. So I'm just going to draw these little lines here. And you'll kind of follow what I'm saying. 2A. By the way, the A stands for agent. Okay. So kind of like, not like 007 agent, but you get the idea. So we got these. These are little, what we call pay lanes. And then I'm going to just erase the Enagic over here. And 6A. So now, here's the best part. So here's how it works. Here's our machine. We got an 8-point compensation program. So basically imagine it like a slice of the pie. Enagic pays out all slices of the pie on every single sale. On a $5,000 machine, so on a $4,000 machine, it's $230, okay? Plus, there's a 55 SP bonus. $55, and on a $5,000 machine, it's works out to, $270 plus a $70 SP for $340. Now, it's the same thing on the $1,500 machine. It's a percentage of this. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the $5,000 machine because that's what most people are buying nowadays. Most people are buying the K8. So basically what happens is every one of these points, out of the 8 points, is worth $340, 270 plus $70. So what happens is every person that purchases a machine, then you have the option to be a distributor, and what that does is that gives you the tax incentives of owning and operating your own business. Now, I'm not here to give you tax advice, but if you live in North America, you definitely want to have a home-based business because that gives you tax incentives that you don't have if you're just an employee. So everybody that owns a machine, I strongly encourage you to take a look at the tax advantages of owning this and think about referring people and doing this as a business. Because sooner or later, someone's going to see your machine or someone's going to drink the water and have an experience and say, hey, you know what? I want one of these too. Fill out a couple pieces of paper, your W-9 if you're in the States or whatever, and guess what? You're in business. Now, let's say you go tell your friend, you tell Mary or Bob, you tell them about a machine. What happens? Here's Mary. So what happens is the company is going to send you a check for Mary's purchase. And they're going to pay you 1 point. That's what the 1A stands for. So you're going to get 1 point. That means you get $340 for 270 plus the SP bonus. Okay, so that means you get $340 just for telling your friend Mary, hey, you know what? I got this great machine. It's good for me. It's good for the environment. It does all these different functions. We got 5 different functions on the machine. We got a 2.5 disinfectant that will kill Salmonella, E. coli, MRSA, all these bacteria at a 99.9% kill rate. We got a Harvard medical surgeon, Dr. Horst Filter, using it in his wound healing clinic. Setting standards is going to change the world at that. We got 5.5 water. That's a beauty water. We also have a clean filtered water. We also have 3 different types of high pH drinking water, ionized antioxidant water. It's incredible. Okay, what that does for you. For me as an athlete, it totally changed things. We have those 3 waters, and then we have the final water, which is 11.5, which is what they call strong Kangen. And the strong Kangen will actually emulsify oil. If you go back to this village, you can use it for cleaners. You can use it for getting pesticides and herbicides off your field. It's absolutely amazing what this technology does for your health and for your home and for the environment, frankly. So anyways, going back to the thing, you got $340 here for Mary. And let's say Mary goes off and tells 3 people. She tells 3 of her friends. And what's interesting, unlike any other business where you have to, say, qualified every month, it doesn't matter what time frame this happens. You can do this in a month, you can do it in a week, you can do it in a year, you can do it in 5 years. What's going to happen here is Mary's going to get $340 for this referral and $340 for this referral. Okay, so she gets $340, $340. You made $340 and $340. Plus you made the original $340. So just out of referring Mary and that she referred 3 friends, you made a total of $1,020. Just for telling Mary because she went out and told a couple of friends. However, on the 3rd reference, she's going to get $680. She's a 2A distributor here. This is her 2A leg. And I'm going to explain that in a minute. So that means she made $680. You're going to make another $340. And guess what? That means a total of $1,360 that you've made just from referring Mary. Now, I'm going to explain this 2A position in just a moment so you understand. This is what is great because nobody above you is making all the money. Unlike the businesses where it goes from the top down, our system goes from the sale up and takes one of these points. So in this case, on the first sale, 1 point went to you, and then 7 points went up the line. In the sale here, you get a point, or excuse me, Mary gets a point for the sale, and you get a point for that sale. So 2 of those points, right, 2 pieces of the pie would be taken out, and the rest of the 6 points goes up to whoever the computer tracks that. Now, on your second machine, you told Fred, okay, Fred didn't really do anything. He just liked the machine, he thought it was great, that was it, fine. But on your 3rd referral, you told Sally. Now, Sally got this. What happened here, you made $340 on Fred's referral, okay, plus whatever you made here in Mary in the business. And by the way, this can go down as far as 8 points. So as long as that's going down, as long as there's points left, that can go up to there. Now with Sally, what happened is you got paid $680 for your reference just for telling Sally about our amazing Enagic technology. That's assuming the K8. Okay, so guess what? $680 for that referral. In this case, in this little scenario, you made $340, $340, $340, $340, $340, and you made a lot of money. You're making $1,700, $20. You got half your machine already paid for, and you've only referred 3 people yourself. Now Sally gets a hold of this. She goes out and tells 3 friends. Now what happens here? She can tell as many friends as she wants. What happens here is she gets 1 point. So Sally made $340 here. You made how much? You made $680 because this is a 2A plane. You've doubled your commission. Imagine a company that on your 3rd sale, it doubles the amount of commission that you make. This is what we do in Enagic. It's extremely profitable, especially when you get started, which a lot of MLM businesses, you got to go for a long time before you make money. And the bottom line is you need cash now. Okay? So Sally goes and she sells the second machine. She got $640. Guess what? You made another $680. On her 3rd machine, now she's up at a 2A level. She makes $680 and you make it $680. That means in this case, 4 points out of that sale out of the whole 8, right? 4 of those points would be going and the rest go up the line. So on that case, you made $680 on the original sale. You made $680, $680, $680. So she makes a grand total of $1,360. And you make $680 times 4, you made 24, 27, what's that work out to? $2,720. $2,720. It's starting to get some serious income. I mean, people start paying attention. And guess what? You can open up as many 2A legs as you want. You can have 5 2A legs if you want. I had several. So, and now if you look at this, now this can go down as many as 6 points down. So once you get down to, once the whole 8 points are gone, so because you're taking 2, it can go down 6 points. Once it gets past the 6 points, that's it. There's no more money for you. But as you move over, there are some education bonuses, which we'll talk to that. The next thing is when you have 10 total sales in your organization, so as soon as you have 10, anywhere in here, so whether it's a bunch of 2As, you got a, 2 1As, a couple 2As and all that sort of stuff, these people all count in your organization. That's whatever's in what's called your 8 points. You now, when you get to your 11th machine, you open up what's called a 3A leg. So you tell John, right? You tell John, John is, well, this is amazing because guess what? Number one, you got 3 points out of that sale. So 3 points mean that you make $1,020 for John's sale. $1,020. You've only got 11 machines in your whole organization, but you're making $1,020. Now, this is where it gets exciting. John goes out and tells 3 people. John makes $340 on the first one, $340 on the second one, $680 on the third one. So John's happy. John made $1,360. Not bad, right? It's pretty good money. But on John's efforts, you might have even helped him on this. Guess what? You made $1,020 off the bat just for sharing the technology with John. But more importantly, you got $1,020 on that, on each one of those. So you got $3,060 from helping John make these sales. Now, what happens if John goes out and sells 20 or 30 machines? You're going to make $1,000 on all those machines. That's pretty exciting. Now, when you get 20 people in your entire organization, you can open up what's called a 4A leg at number 21. That means you tell James. So James here in your 4A position, what happens there is James purchases a machine. You get paid 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 of those points. Here's what happens. You make $1,360 off that sale. And James goes out and tells 3 people. Doesn't matter if he tells them this week, next year. Doesn't matter. I mean, hopefully he does it quick, but if he doesn't, that's fine too. You're going to make 3 times $1,360. So that means you made $4,080 for here. This starts getting into serious income, and you could go out and sponsor 4 people yourself and make $4,080, or you can help James. And ideally, you want to get more and more people on your sales staff that you can start building a great income. Now, as you go along and you get to 50 machines anywhere in your organization, all these counts, okay, what happens is then you're going to open a 5A leg at 51 sales, and that means you're going to make $1,700. So we're going to say this is Travis. Travis buys a machine from you. You make $1,700 a machine. Travis goes and tells 3 people. He goes and tells 3 people. Guess what? He makes $340, $340, $680. And what you've done is you made 3 times $1,700. You made $5,100. $5,100. Now, this is getting into some great income, and you can do these all day long. If you look at the average income in North America is around $38,000 a year. 2 sales on your own without getting any referrals at this level, you're replacing the average wage in North America. And of course, if you build a few people to help you grow, by this time you probably have a few people, guess what? You're going to start growing exponentially and start buying back your time. And then finally, when you have 100 people in your organization, your next thing is called a 6A, which is our first level of leadership. On your 101st machine, you are now going to take in per sale $2,040. $2,040. So let's say this person goes out and you told Ann, and Ann went out and told 5 people. Well, guess what? You just made $10,200 from helping Ann do that. Just from sharing a technology that everybody needs, that everybody loves, that's good for you, good for your health, good for the environment. And here's the best part. When you become a 6A, now, as the points go down, so let's say Ann goes off here and she tells, we talked about that, 5 people. So the first one is a 1A, second one's a 1A, this is a 2A, this is a 2A, and this is a 2A. So at this case, on that 2A leg, she got a sale, she got 2 points, you got 6. But on, let's say that person makes a sale, right? What's going to happen here is Ann's going to get 2 points. This person's going to get 1 point. Ann gets 2. Now there's only 5 points left. So you get paid on 5 points instead of 6 because that's all that's left. What that means is it's 5 times 340. That means you would get paid $1,700. If this person made a sale, right, then on that sale, you're going to make $1,360 and all the way down the line until you're out of the points. But even once it gets past the 8 points down here, you know, that's what they call the 8 points level. When you're 6A, you're paid an education bonus, which is $200. Okay, so now you're getting an education bonus. It varies in some countries, it's like 180 or 150 in some, but it's 200. Okay, $200 for everything outside your 8 points. So what this system does is it allows you to make a lot of money very quickly based on how far you've moved across this. And here's the real kicker. This blew me away. In order for you to get to 100 sales, the average 6A sells between 8 and 12 machines personally. 8 to 12 machines. That's it. So with finding 10 people, let's say, there's a good chance that over the next couple of years, you're going to be able to make it to 6A if you follow our program. Now, what's really great at the Prosperity and Health Alliance, we have a weekly webinar where we actually take you through the step-by-step process about how you build the business, how you learn the technology, how you understand the compensation program. The company takes care of everything else. They manufacture the machine, they service the machines, they handle all the movement of the money, they handle the distribution around the planet that they ship. These come from Japan, they get shipped to each one of the distribution places, and guess what? They handle all the heavy lifting. What we do is we teach you the system of how you share the water, share the technology, and share the business. It's truly extraordinary. And I think once you get your head wrapped around this, you're going to be absolutely blown away with the process. And just for those of you who are really big thinkers and are looking for a long time income, what you want to do is you want to stay around, and I'm going to show you the next piece, which is how we do the trifecta program. So join us on the next video, and I'll show you how that works, the trifecta program. All right, so now we're going to share with you the trifecta program. And you know, I learned this a couple years ago, and I sure wish I had got started with it earlier on because it's really transformed the business. And I want to thank Balazs Cardos for kind of inventing the trifecta and making it so prominent in our business. How this works is, if you checked out before, we went through the 8-point compensation program. But what the trifecta means is that you start off, okay, and you actually get 3 machines. In other words, up here, we have several different technologies. We have, of course, our water machines. So let's say you got a K8. And then we have an Anaspa. Now, the Anaspa is incredible. The Anaspa is a shower unit. And basically what it does is it filters the water and then ionizes the water, and it runs it through a mineral compound. And the mineral compound comes from the Fudiyamato Springs in Hokkaido, Japan, which has been known for its rejuvenative power. So basically, it's like turning your shower into this spa experience. It makes your skin really soft, gives you that nice, fresh feeling. It's absolutely incredible. It takes all the chlorine and bad things out of the water and ionizes the water as well. And then we have our world's best Ukon supplement, which is made from turmeric in Okinawa. And in Okinawa, they call turmeric Ukon. And what that is it's the most potent turmeric in the world. And just so you know, Turmeric is the most well-researched nutritional supplement in the world. There's over 5,000 documented scientific studies that have proven the efficacy of it. And in fact, the research is now showing, you can check out our turmeric video on that is with Antonina. It's an amazing video. It's been proven that it's more effective than over 10 of the leading medications in the world for treating things like inflammation, that sort of stuff. Now, I want to say I'm not making a medical claim. I'm just sharing what turmeric is possible. And so Yukon is known as the world's best tuna. Of course, in Okinawa, it's the longest living population on the planet. So what we're suggesting here is that a person gets started and they actually get all three of the technology. And I'm going to share with you why that is. So over here, we suggest you get your Anaspa here, okay? And then over here, you get a K8, okay? And then over here, you get a Yukon. Now, here's what happens. Just so you know, the K8 is about 5,000, okay? And then the Anaspa is 2,400. And then the Yukon is around 500, right? So you're in here for around $8,900. It's a little bit more than that or whatever, but in change or whatever. So you're in for about $8,900. That gets you started with all three of the technologies. Now, financing, if you look at typical financing, like, you know, a lot of us use Medicard or you go through the financial institution, this is going to cost you somewhere between $100 and $125 a month. But just for the K8, if you just started the business regularly, which we talked before, but if you get all three of the technology, it's going to cost you somewhere around $200 to $225 a month. So let's say it's $225. Terrible writing. Apologize for my writing. I get so excited when I see this. So let's say it's $225 a month. But guess what? You put that on financing. Financing, they pay you. You don't have to make a payment for 30 days. And you sold the K8 to yourself. So you got the Anaspa. You don't get a commission on the Anaspa, but you do get a commission on the K8. You make $340. And for the Yukon supplement, you make $40. So you bring into your pocket on the day you start $380. And now you're financed at, say, $225. Well, guess what? If you look at this and you got 30 days, you got about 2 more months, almost 90, so 75 days, 75 to 90 days, what's 90 days, before you're out of cash. You've got cash to manage your machines. So what you've done is you've entered into the business in positive cash flow. And guess what? When you sell your next machine, okay, so I recommend, so you go off and sell your next machine, you're a 2A. Because you got a 1A and a 1A, so you're a 2A business, you're going to get $680 commission just for getting started, plus you got the Anaspa, plus you get the world's best turmeric product each and every month. This is a 4-month supply. So guess what? You are now in your own business, plus another $680. So in total, with just one sale, you make $1,060. $1,060, that's approximately 5 months, plus the 30 days, you've got about 6 months. You got 6 months of payments covered just for making one sale in your own business. And guess what? We're going to teach you the program that we use to share the water, share the business, share the technology. And by doing that, and we have a lot of events all around the world to kind of teach you the practices, the principles that allows you to build truly a life-changing income with this kind of business. And of course, we're going to go down to the next level. And one of the things that a lot of people are doing is they're looking at the long term. So if you own all these positions and you go down here to this level and you go down here to this level, what happens is when you reach the top, when you have 100 machines in your business, in your 101 machine, you become a 6A. That means if you have 10 sales in that last month, you get a $3,000 override bonus, and you start collecting either the $150 or $200 education bonuses on everything inside your organization down to the next 6A. The cool part is when this thing goes 6A or this thing goes 6A, you become what's called a 6A2. What happens here is you get a $6,000 bonus for becoming a 6A2, provided the last person got their 10 machines. And this leg got $3,000. And this one got $3,000 for going 6A, assuming they did the 10 sales. So in the old model, just by going straight up, you got $3,000 the first time, $6,000 second time. In this model, you got $3,000, $3,000, $6,000, plus the original three. You've got $15,000 in bonuses from going 6A2. And you're now getting monthly and quarterly bonuses. And these bonuses are based on the amount of sales inside of your entire organization each month, and there's a factor, and I won't get into all the details of that, but it can add up to be a significant amount of money. Now, when this person goes 6A, and this person, okay, when you have these four people, what happens? This becomes a 6A2, this becomes a 2-2, 6A2, and your top position becomes a 6A22. This is exciting because what happens then is you now start earning, okay, a bigger override on the quarterly and monthly bonus. But guess what? This leg got a $6,000 bonus. This got a $6,000 bonus. You got a $12,000 bonus. So you made another $24,000 that you put in your jeans in a bonus. Now this one is getting monthly overrides. This one's getting monthly, both of these are getting monthly and quarterly hours, and so is the top position. You're really starting to bring in 3 times the amount of money that you did on the first one, and you're building your organization fast. And then finally, we're going to talk about this here level, and this is exciting because we just got there, and I'm very grateful for building a team and the hard work of everybody that we put into it. I mean, this takes work. I'm not here to say, you know, it's going to take some effort, it's going to take some learning, take some work. But when all these people go 6As, now what happens is these go 6A2s, these become 2-2s, and this becomes a 2-3. And at the 2-3 position, you get a guaranteed $5,000 per month. Okay, that's the baseline salary plus monthly and quarterly overrides. This turns out to be a lot of cash. And then, or it can, I should say, I can't make any guarantees like anything else. You also got a $12,000 bonus here, a $12,000 bonus here, and you got a $25,000 bonus there. And of course, as this goes down to the next level, this goes to a $50,000 bonus, and then it goes to the level beyond that. It's a $100,000 bonus, and your overrides keep getting bigger and as your organization grows. The reality is this is looking at, I say to get to 6A, you're looking at a 12 to 24 months if you're working the business, right? Some people, they come in from other MLM businesses or other network marketing business, you know, they can do this in, 90 days or 6 months. But if you got no experience, you've never been anything like this, you want to set a goal for 6, 12 to 24 months. That's just to learn the technology, learn the practices. You're probably doing it on a part-time basis, I always say in this business, you can do this part-time, full-time, or big time. And they usually kind of scale up. I started this business part-time. Okay, I started, shared with a few friends. Some of them took off and everything. Next thing you know, we were doing a lot of money. And then it went into a full-time business. And now it's a big-time business. That's why we created this digital technology, so it'll plug you in to the Prosperity and Health Alliance organization, business with a heart, because our business is heart-based. Our president founded this company over 40 years ago. He's not about being rich himself. He's about giving back. He has 3 functions. It's like he says you want physical health, and the water helps you get physical health. Number 2, he says you want financial health. You need to have money coming in so that you're not worried and stressed about finances. And if you have, good health and you have good finances, you have peace of mind. And that's the founder of our company. That's what he did. He created the #1 ionization technology in the world and the #1 commodity on the planet. He's created a compensation program that's patented. That means that no one else can duplicate it. It puts you first. It has all the advantages of a network marketing business with none of the baggage. It's got points of sales and distribution all around the planet. We have a technology that's good for your health. It's good for the environment. Okay, it serves as a disinfectant. It's a cleaner. It gives you virtually unlimited electrical-based antioxidants. It creates beauty water for your face, and it eliminates the need for plastic bottles in the world. And the United Nations has put a mandate out there to get rid of plastic bottles. I mean, this is extraordinary. And if you stick with it, you know, you can realistically go to 6A2, 2, 3, that position where you're kind of in that upper level. You're looking at probably a 2 years, right, to 10-year plan. And I say 2-year to 10-year. Why? Because if you're kind of just doing it on a little bit level, it might take you 10 years, right? But $5,000 a month plus bonuses and stuff, plus everything on the way up there, is that worth putting 10 years into? Could you live on that? Could you retire on that? Could you live a comfortable lifestyle on that? I think you could. I think you can do all right with that. And if you've built this organization the way that we share with you on the Prosperity and Health Alliance, you're going to be able to do this in a way that sets you up and can do even better than what we're sharing. So it comes down to this. When you think about this, is what are your options? What are you doing right now that's starting to put money back into your pocket? Is your business, is your job right now, where's that going to be in 5 to 10 years? Is it going to give you the retirement income you want? Is that company going to be around? Or do you want to still be doing that? Doesn't it make sense if you take a little bit of your time, you take a little bit of the time, effort, and energy to help people, and that's what our whole business, it's spreading, you know, true health with compassion, showing them a technology where we can give away unlimited amount of samples. I give away people to say, I don't know about this water. I'm like, drink it, see what happens. They drink the water, and we know they go, wow, this makes me feel great. Our water's like nothing you've ever had before. It's truly incredible. And so, what's your plan? Are you going to do this? Are you going to reach out there and say, you know what, Wade? I want to do this. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that happens, in the worst case situation, you own, let's say you never sold one machine, you never referred one person. What do you got? You've got a leading edge technology that's going to last you for the next 15 to 20 years. You're getting unlimited electrical-based antioxidants. You're getting disinfectant. You can get rid of all the disinfectants. You can get rid of all the cleaner. You're removing oil-based pesticides off your food, which is probably going to extend your age anyways. And you are eliminating the need for plastic bottles, so you're doing something that's good for you, good for your family, good for the environment. It makes all of the sense in the world, and that's why I'm so excited and so proud to be associated with Enagic, to be associated with what this company's doing, and to be able to be out there and to put this technology in places around the world and watch the transformations that happens in people's lives. And once you've been around the magic or the heart of Enagic, what you're going to find is there's this global community that are helping people with the most ethical business model in the world, developed by really an amazing man from Okinawa that just wants people to be healthier, to have financial health, and most of all, to have peace of mind. What's that worth for you? I can tell you this, you know, when you make this choice, when you actually step into this and get one of your Enagic machines, I tell you, you are going to be so grateful. So you've waited long enough. Get the machine, get started, get on the PH Alliance, and I look forward to seeing you soon at one of the big Enagic events.